Wilkins Denver. I was married for 60 years before my husband was badly treated in the hospital. I have 6 children, 18 grandchildren, and 8 great-grandchildren. I have a master's in human services from Lincoln University in Pennsylvania. I went back to school when I was 55 years old. And you are watching People's Politics.
Barack supporters in the house!
Is not going to be implemented in the matter of police brutality and killings. Now that, of course, is irrational, but it goes right along with a history of 2,500 years of cultural plagiarism, people coming into Africa, stealing ideas, and stealing the people, and enslaving the people. So we didn't just start this psychological abuse. The other thing I want to say to you, that here in Texas, the national chairperson of the Black Psychiatric Association.
Green Lantern. Just hitting the streets, because people hit the streets, we protest, we demonstrate, but there's something more important, or equal as important as hitting the streets. We have to organize, mobilize, and we have to plan. And that's what this group is about tonight. The group is what shapes under now is planning, organizing, and of course mobilizing comes into, it's appropriate at certain times. Right now, organizing and strategizing is where we are. So we're excited about that because we know that it's bigger than Trayvon, it's bigger than all, it's a systemic problem. Until systemic change takes place, we're going to continue to relive these nightmares. I don't want to continue to relive them. That's why we're going to work together to organize, strategize, politicize, and raise the level of consciousness about people so that we can move forward and develop a strong contingency and a strong movement to rid our system of this madness. We don't want to participate in the same system. That's why we're trying to change it. And we want to change the system. I think change is imminent. It's going to change. And the people are going to be the ones who change it. We're going to change it. We're going to change it so it can work for the people, for all the people, not just for a few. Because right now, it's working only for a few. And when it works for a few, it's not a just system. It needs to work for all the people. Justice for all the people. Justice for all the people. Injustice to one of us is injustice to all of us, and we got to work hard to eradicate that. So we're going to change the system. We're going to change it so it can work in the interest of all the people. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're doing. And it may not be as gradual or as short, or long term as people think, because contradictions will heighten. People will see those contradictions, and the people will change this system, because they know power like the power of the people.
Barack supporters in the house!
Well, first of all, we can't make elected officials do anything. We can elect the right people to do the right thing.
Okay.
But once you become an elected official, once you're in there, we're not going to change you.
Unless you're a knee-jerk.
You said it. So, but what we have to do is get the right people in there and have an understanding of what they're in there to do. Because they're in there to just give us a taste of justice. They're in there just to appease us or give us, to make us think that, that we got some justice. You know, then that's it. But we have to elect the right people. So yeah, election, going to the polls and voting, that's important. But who you vote for, who you elect, who you work with is going to be crucial. Because we've been to the polls many times, elected a lot of people, and guess what? Same old same.
Barack supporters in the house!
I think we're getting them together.
Okay.
I think just like the meeting today, we have blacks, Latinos, we have whites, and we had a black community center. You know, so I think we're doing that.
Okay.
Of course, we're going to have to, the way you get people to increase your numbers in more diverse groups is for them to understand that our problem is systemic. It's not just a race issue. See, once you know that if I'm white and poor, I'm a victim. If I'm black, I'm a victim, whether I'm poor or not. If I'm Latino, I'm a victim. You know, so being poor, being black, being Latino, being of color is adequate. You know, we just have to know that we catch hell because of all these reasons. You know, once we know it, I think people will come. Just like people are coming today. When this white woman spoke a few minutes ago, and she sees it. You know, she catches hell because she's a woman. So sexism comes into play there. Somebody else catch hell because they're black. Somebody else. So we have multiple reasons that people catch hell in this system, and we want to eliminate all of those reasons. We want people to be equally treated. And we working hard to make that happen. Again, no justice, no peace, and that's what's going to happen. No justice, no peace. We have to fight hard to make sure there's justice, so we'll have peace. Lloyd Parker, I'm the executive director of Shape Community Center, and the people are the politics.
And I've been waiting for this moment for all.
The honor and the responsibility of being the national chairman of the National Black United Front. First, we should look at the murder of Trayvon Martin through the long lens of history. That African men, black men, have been getting killed and hunted down in the United States, in this country, for over 400 years since we have been here. There is a long list of people from deep into history and up until more recent history. So we understand it not as being just an individual case of Trayvon Martin, but a case of what is the value of black life, of African people's life, what is the value particularly of young black males' life in this society. And we say that it has no value in this system of white supremacy, and we see that time and time again. Proper funding and prosecutorial power, that's correct. And we continue to work on that. To answer your question, is that we have to be organized and we have to have consistent work. Unfortunately, we seem to be moved very much by mainstream media and what is in the news of today. Just like the meeting tonight is our efforts at organizing us over a consistent, long period of time. As opposed to episodic reactionary anger and action to individual cases and see it. For what it is, a system. How do you change the system? There are multiple strategies and tactics in multiple areas in which people need to bring their skills, their resources to. Some of which you speak about publicly and some of which you do not. But just to say economically, politically, legally, spiritually, communication skills. These are all different areas that can be utilized to help a people and to help people who love justice in this country affect a real systemic change as opposed to superficial stunts as being change. Well, our position is that with Trayvon Martin, with the verdict that came in around George Zimmerman, what we are seeing around the country and to some extent around the world is that people are saying we just can't have business as usual. Real social justice movements, not all of it is pretty. Not all of it is nice and neat. You don't generally get change just through going along with the established guidelines. So we don't allow other people to define for us the parameters of our action. With that being said, we want to be organized, we want to be tactical, we want to be disciplined in everything that we do. But if we really look at social justice movements, either contemporarily or historically for us as a people, it's not always a pretty thing when you're standing up on righteous grounds for righteousness. My name is Kofi Taharka, Kofi Taharka.
Invade
People's Politics.